That was frustrating. Borderlands Queen 2017. What up? Welcome. I tell you what, do you have a job? Oh, Rikers. You know, just had to hit that certain spot. Heyo. Thanks for being here, Borderlands Queen. I appreciate it. So what are we, wave 9? Wave 8? Please tell me we're just wave 9. I'm okay with wave 9. Please just be round 9. Don't drop us any further down, please. Please. And thank you, wave 3, probably. Okay, good. Round 9. Alright. As I said, Brick's mama got past this rounds. I've never noticed those before. As long as we're making forward progress. That's what I care about. That I'm not going to quit. But when we start 2 steps back, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, then it's over, man. It's over. DLC blows, I hate it. Yeah, we've been live 3 hours. We weren't even halfway through this DLC, Rikers. I mean, through this one arena. We got 3 of these. That's why I said I started at noon. I was hoping at... My most optimistic was 4 hours per arena. I was willing to do 4 hours per arena. To be done with it. Since that would be it. You know, and then Borderlands 2 tomorrow. Which, as I said, Borderlands 2 tomorrow, regardless. Come hell or high water, that's what we're on tomorrow. Hashtag never again. I gotta get set up for that for some Borderlands 2. So, sounds good. I'm gonna run 1 character. I think that's what we're gonna have time for, is 1 character. I'm gonna try to get all the achievements. I'm gonna give myself the rest of this week and the next 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna go to either Tales or pre-sequel. Probably Tales, just to be done with it. And then probably pre-sequel up until Borderlands 3 launches. You know if... I don't think it can. I don't think it can. But if you've got an Xbox One, which I know you do because you and I have played together, it's been super cheap. In fact, it's... Do you have Game Pass, Rikers? Because if you have Game Pass, it's on Game Pass. The Handsome Edition. God, I hate moving slow again once you get to move fast. Tales is awesome. Did you beat it? So I've got to get that playthrough in as well. And do my best to get all the achievements. But I'm assuming that would be shorter. It looks like you can beat it in about 8 hours. So probably just, maybe just 1 stream. Go ahead and get that in. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing it into the mass of people. I don't know if it's working. I have no way to tell. I can't see health bars. I'm done. That really sucks. I probably should have stuck with the AIR. I think I'm back to round 8 now. And this is what I was talking about, just starting to lose ground. 1 chapter left. Dude, you should do that. Screw it. Just go for it. I'd love to see you play through that. Okay. The Ogre class mod is really our only other option. But I love this damage. Thinking a little bit. I'm going to change up my shield. It's way too early to be feeling any kind of fatigue. I gotta stay tough. Gotta stay tough. Number 1. Oh shit. Hey. We're still on round 9. How did that happen? Why did that not knock us back a whole round? Are there some rounds that are checkpoints and some that aren't? I only have my 360 set up. You still have your 1 though, right? I do have a 1, but it's used by the in-laws. Dude, give them the 360. You deserve the 1. You're the gamer. You're the one who worked in the industry and is a streamer. A veteran of streaming. You've been on this platform for a minute. You deserve the Xbox One. You should get yourself an X, man. Just another gift. You're about to get the super duper version of Borderlands 3. You deserve an X. There's got to be one laying around your job or something. I know you develop apps now, but I don't know. I'm just gonna make stuff up. You do deserve an X. I wish you had an X. You know, the Xbox One X box. 362X. Squared 2X. You know, that one. I love when they would do those like early models of like, what's the next Nintendo handheld gonna look like? Then it'd be like those prototype shots where people would give it like 10,000 screens. That's the Xbox One X squared multiplicative 50. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I used to have Netflix on 360, but you need an Xbox Live account. You need a live account for Netflix? I'm guessing just silver, right? I'll never turn it off or anything. Why don't you just get him a Roku? A Fire Stick is like 30 bucks now. That's what I gave my grandma. I just bought her a Fire Stick. If an 85-year-old woman who literally rode in a Model T when she was a kid can figure out a Fire Stick, your in-laws can figure out a Fire Stick. Shit, Von Helga. It's one of Riker's people. It's one of Riker's community members. Can we get some hype up in the chat for Von Helga?
Y-O-O-O-O-O.
Hey, B-I-N-G-O. Yo, Von Helga. What a beast this man is. He's got his 9-month badge. He's looking great. How the hell you been, man? Were you conquering art? You were conquering Bioshock. I'll be damned. You're starting to get through that giant backlog of games you got. I know you've got a list. Ooh, okay. That was supposed to be Von Helga! And then, finally, Von Helga, you've continued to fight the war, you've continued to fight the resistance, and you have become Stage 10. Holy shit, 10, dude. 10! Stage 10, more human than a human. You're 2 months away from a year. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you. And great work. Great work. 10 months. I didn't realize you had been around so long, dude. Holy crap. Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you, man. Looks good on you. That 9-month badge looks good on you. How was Bioshock treating you? I might finish that tonight. Good. That'll be exciting. How have the streams been going? This is very kind of you. I'm looking forward to you getting that 12-month badge. That 9-month looks good on you, though. I need you and Riker's skills, man, because my 9-month badge and my last few emotes just, yeah. You guys are able to pack a lot of detail into your stuff. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Not again. I need to stop doing that. I need to just stand and fight. I wish you could send the rockets in, man. Well, there's an outlaw out there. Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm not making too much progress. We were doing really good. Then I stopped talking. I stopped talking about shit, and I just started worrying about this, and now I'm doing terrible. But alright, got a week home, then right back to the parents, where I am at once more. What's been going on with the parents? I think we talked about this the last time I saw you, but it's been a minute, so what's been going on with the parents? Ah, Doggo. Okay, that's right, Doggo. How's your brother? How's your brother and his wife? Because the last time we talked, you were also talking about your brother and you, the business. The business. It's still round 9. I'm still feeling okay. Alright, wave 9 must be like a checkpoint. You've just been on a consistent vacation. Must be nice. So many people would say that about me. Hey, what's your job? I play games. Oh, okay, you're a fucker. You should get a real job. Do you have a job? I play video games and I talk. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. They say, okay, what's the downside of your job? Well, I often make an idiot of myself. My future prospects for employment are absolutely zero because I like to kick myself in the teeth. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the brother's doing much better since then. We got things sorted on that field. Of course, my dad keeps sabotaging this relationship with said brother, but family drama. Sabotage the relationship? How are you guys, by the way? Well, I'm better than good and I'm better than most. I'm trying to grit my teeth and get through this last section of Borderlands. Tomorrow we're on Borderlands 2 regardless. I don't know that we're actually going to get through this. I'm not making any promises. I'm going to try. Doesn't work out, I'll either play some Apex tonight or we will literally start today. Love this song from Typo, man. I'll tell you, I've also been listening to Primus lately. I like this last album from Primus. The Desaturating 7. That album kind of kicks ass. It's perfect that a goth rock band would do a cover of Summer Breeze. And yet it sounds good. There's that rumbling in the lungs again. What is that? What's going wrong there? Okay, I'm so glad he didn't die. He didn't fucking die. That shotgun was in his mouth. I'm getting ready, man. Borderlands 3 is coming. I want my fucking skills to be sharp. I want to be on it. I want to be a slayer, man. I want to absolutely wreck fucking face. Oh, perfect. This will be an interesting, different challenge. We'll really change it up and be creative about this one. What is it? You just give the enemies more health. We got shot once. We ain't got nothing. BioShock? Are you guys still talking about BioShock, Rikers? I did do a really interesting project when I was in school, in college, and we had to play through BioShock and sit there and keep a journal about every section and write down like different thoughts on the game design, the art, the presentation. Fill a whole journal out just on thoughts of BioShock. The professor for that class was completely convinced that BioShock was about the greatest game ever made so far. Oh, Borderlands 3. Dude, I'm looking forward to get some time in with that, with you in that game. I'm super jealous you have the super duper edition. BioShock 2. I never got to beat BioShock 2 for a blog. That's cool. That's really cool. What'd you think of, it's weird that franchise isn't around. And I never... Ken Levine, right? He's the one who designed... I'm pretty sure Ken Levine, something like that, is the designer for those games. He was like a celebrity there for a while, and he hasn't made a game for a while, it seems like. It's been a minute. It's been a minute! Where is he? Where's Ken? Where's Ken? Ken! Moving on to 2 Von Helga. Actually moving through that backlog. Did you get done with Dishonored? The last time we talked, you were playing Dishonored and Oblivion. The Conquering Art. I wish I could get rid of that rumble in my lungs. It's weirding me out, dude. It's really weirding me out. Thing is, I can take a good full breath, and I don't feel sick. So it's just very strange. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I've definitely... See, this is where it should end, right here. Round 10 would be perfect. But it makes you slog through double what we've already done. Allergies? I don't know. It started up about a week ago. It's like when I breathe, I've got a rattle in my lungs. My blog evolved. We had to shut it down as companies were contacting us with threatening letters. Your blog? Our blog evolved to a rate your employer for the gaming industry. You were good, really? So it must have been a big deal. That's what Glassdoor does. How come you guys were gonna get shut down? You guys literally got cease and desist letters, Rikers? But it is very wet, Rumble? Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I don't think I have asthma. Like, I was across country and rudder and stuff. I don't believe I have I would hope not. I refuse. I refuse to get asthma. I refuse. 2009? Like, legit cease and desist letters, Rikers? That's intense. You should have just kept it going. I'm sorry you have asthma, though. That sucks, Vaughn. Scary times, like you literally can't breathe, Vaughn. Do you have an inhaler? This is gonna be copyrighted out the ass. This stream has literally been, hey, let's jam to music. That's what this has been, dude. Yeah, we got one from VMC because their HR apparently had a breakdown. That's perfect. One from a company I didn't even know about. I didn't remember the name. You guys were ahead of your time. Do you think you should have stuck with it, or are you glad you quit on it, Records? That's amazing, though, that it evolved into a blog about... Oh, hey, it turned to night. This map is so much better at night. But I do tend to give one occasionally, so often I have one in hand. That's good. Dude, those are really expensive. You're right. We had to get my grandma an inhaler when she got super sick again. She gets sick every winter, but this year, like, they kept giving her inhalers, and she ran out of this one that was actually helping her. We went to go get a new one. It was like $400. I think some of them are cheap, but this one in particular that would have been for her was really expensive. Yeah, like 400 bucks, and she would get maybe like 100 shots out of that thing. And she was taking it 4 or 5 times a day just to breathe. She has asthma, and she gets bronchitis every year. And she's had pneumonia 3 times and stuff, so it's like, she just really struggles with her breathing. But, you know, we can't afford that shit. 70 a piece if I order them from India. Do you often order them? Does your health insurance cover it? Because you're Canadian too, aren't you, Von Hilger? Maybe I'm wrong. No, you're US. You're US. You're US. I remember now. You weren't your first generation. Or second generation, whatever that is. Your dad immigrated to the United States. You some from Canada. How much are inhalers in Canada, Rikers? We're gonna be back to 10, amazingly. Now it's a question of getting out of 10. Oh, only 30 bucks from India? Those India pills are super cheap. Plus I'm gonna feel like 50 bucks just to get one if I had insurance, but I don't. Shit, you got a good job. You gotta get yourself some health insurance. Does your company offer health insurance? You might as well go ahead and get it while you can, Von Hilger. I know you've been saying you like this job and shit. Wouldn't hurt. Even with this nice job. What kind of plan would you get on? Because I think Obamacare is like, if you're young, Obamacare is pretty cheap. You can't afford it till you get sick, man. That's the only reason I would bug you on it. I know someday I'm gonna have to pay the Pied Piper because of not having health insurance.
We're gonna play an old song with even older lyrics by the man himself, Chief Seal.
Look, that costs $150 a month. Can't afford that plus all the things I currently pay monthly. $50. It's not terrible though. I think my grandma pays $600 every 6 months for hers. How much does health insurance in Canada run, Rikers? $10 with your insurance? Holy shit, that's a great deal. Once I drop all the other bills. Like, what bills? I mean, I completely get it. I don't have health insurance. Health insurance is one of those things, especially when you're young and you're healthy, you don't give a shit about. But then I've seen it a bunch of times in my life where people don't have health insurance and they go to the hospital like, oh, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And they get a $10,000 medical bill. And it's like, damn, if they would have paid like, maybe you don't get sick and then you just save a bunch of money. But I've seen it a bunch of times where these same people get sick and then it's like, if I had just paid my insurance, I would have only paid like $2,000. All medical bills and subscriptions. So you have good insurance. See, so maybe that worked. Sounds like the socialized medicine thing doesn't work all the way, but at least making it a competitor to your health insurance is at least affordable and helpful. Our health insurance, man. So she pays all that money, $600 every 6 months. But more often than not, when she goes to the doctor and we have problems and visits, they don't cover jack. It's a headache. One vacation I take is $12 with my insurance and Kroger savings, $300 without. Holy shit. I'm guessing you have insurance through your job, Wilso? Well, I pay with, okay, work insurance. Yeah, well, see, that's why most Americans are insured through their work. And there was this, like, idea that we need to abolish. There's this idea being put forth that we have to abolish all insurance. And that's just completely insane. A lot of people that are covered through their work are like good with their plan. They like their plan. It's cheap. It works with them. I don't understand. You don't throw the whole freaking, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If there's parts of the system that are working, use that to build upon. Yeah, full-time. Nice. Good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Yeah, a lot of people in the States are covered through their work. It sucks that your job, it doesn't. Credit cards, students, and taxes. Taxes? Aren't you employed? You'd only get a tax return, right? Are you self-employed? What I'm getting out of this, Von Hilger, even though I completely understand your decision, is I don't fucking want to do it. I don't want to spend the money. My brother and I sit there and bitch at one another all the time. It's like, we're going to pay for this. No, we're eventually going to pay for this. That accuracy thing is terrible, dude. I'm a contractor at my current job, so they still take money out, right? You don't just get cash. Like when you look at your paycheck, you're already getting your taxes docked, right? Or, I mean, I don't know how that would happen any other way. Are you like an unemployed? They don't take taxes out? How does that work? Are they paying you in cash? That's really strange. We just got really, holy shit, we got lucky. We got super unlucky, but we got really unlucky with that perk. I'm a contractor at current job. So no Social Security, no Medicare. I bill them, then during the tax season, they just give me a form, a 1080. Okay, that's what I fill out. So you are self-employed, I see. How long have you been there? God, that'd probably be so much easier for you if you, and you still have to go to meetings and shit? It seems like... Look at all these body parts. 30% of my Twitch earnings to save for taxes. How bad are the taxes in Canada, Wreckers? I mean, I knew I would be paying taxes, obviously, with the Twitch thing, because that's definitely self-employed, but I can't believe that you're, like, at a company and they're not taking the taxes out for you so that you could just do a W-2 and get a refund. Did you become full-time? 'Cause that's where it's at, you know, the government just borrows your money and then they pay you back at the end of the year, rather than what you and I are having to do, which is just give them our money. And everybody gets a piece. I cannot believe we're still around right now. We've gone down multiple times. Good. Yeah, dude, you should do that. Hell with that. I feel like you're getting kind of screwed that you have to pay taxes at the end of the year. I know that pisses me off, because obviously I work traditional jobs up to this point. And you never think about taxes, because you just get it back. It's all done automatically for you. The W-2 takes like 2 minutes to fill out, then the government gives you your money back. In Ohio, we have a really stupid tax code too, because we have municipal taxes, and our last governor named Kasich, he tried to uniform it. So instead of just having state and federal, we also have city taxes. It's really dumb, and Ohio is unique in that way. And Kasich tried to uniform the tax code because there were like some cities that would tax you at like 10%, and others that would do like 2%. And so he made it a law in the state of Ohio that they couldn't tax you any higher than 2%. And my city, unbeknownst, it wasn't even in the newspaper, our last mayor, who was terrible, his name was Irving. He was the worst mayor we ever had. And he literally moved out. He was literally in town to take care of his mom because she was sick, and then he moved out of town. He declared a state of emergency and said that the law, he basically nullified. It's like 18th century kind of shit. He nullified the law because he said he didn't think it was going to hold up in the Supreme Court, and they needed the ability to tax at whatever rate they wanted. Which is long and it's complicated, but the fact of it, that's really hypocritical because we don't collect a lot of taxes in a lot of ways in this town. But, you know, so it's like 5%. We're talking taxes. Yeah, we're talking taxes. Yo, Derek, for real fun. What up, Derek? Thanks for being here, buddy. Derek's really funny. He's known for his salt. He's really good at Apex Legends. He's been streaming it a lot lately. That shit adds up. Yeah, it does. And see, they're not supposed to be able to even do that, is the thing. And I'm sure it'll work its way out, but what's up? We're trying to finally finish Borderlands 1. Come hell or high water, we're on Borderlands 2 tomorrow, Derek. 30 to 45%, depending on your pay bracket. 30 to 45% of your income goes to taxes? For what bracket? Because, like, if you're super rich in the States, I think it's 20% right now because of the last tax legislation. But it's been much higher in the past. Depends. But, like, someone like me, well, one, thanks to the latest Trump tax law thing, I don't pay tax. If you make less than $4,000, you don't pay any taxes on it. And if you're married, it goes up to $16,000 cash. And then it's a scale from there. But dudes, so you're telling me you work like a normal middle class job. Are your taxes handled the same way there? Like they just take it out and then you get a return? They take 45% of your Twitch revenue, Rikers? It's not like you or I would. Either one has got to be making too much money on Twitch, man. Godspeed, sir. Thank you, Derek. It's September, but honestly, I don't actually enjoy this job. It is good I get paid, but I don't really enjoy the actual work. Oh, I thought you did, Vaughn. Like the last few times we've talked, you've been like you're enjoying the challenge and you're like growing and you feel like the challenge meets your skill level when you're growing and stuff. Too much and yet don't make enough. What's your sweet zone, Von Hager? So I make 65K now. You make $65,000 a year on Twitch or through your job? In Quebec or federal? Oh, you get taxed differently in Quebec? I can't believe they take that much of your money, man. It's fucking absurd. You get a return, I hope? That's insane. That they're taking $15,000 out of your pocket. That's completely absurd, I think. That is hella taxes. They're expecting us to have... Yeah, each year they ask for more because Sarah and I are married. Because you're married, you get taxed even more. So in the United States, it's the opposite. If you get married, we tax you less. And if you have kids, we give you more money at the end of the year. Like, you get your refund and then you get a credit. So you get even more money. You know, Christian Puritan values, that whole thing. It's a part of the whole system, so... Like, my buddy Kyle got his tax return. He made like an extra $10,000 because they've got 3 kids. That's why they ask for more. They expect us to take advantage, so they end up taxing more. That's weird. Wait, take advantage of the child tax credit? Like, it's the same thing in Canada as it is in the States? If you have kids, you get money? That just seems weird. But yeah, I do enjoy the challenge, but I don't like programming. The challenge is fading. When did you start souring on this? Because I think it was like, it's weird. At the start of this Borderlands playthrough, I feel like you and I talked and you were really digging things. And now it's like in the last month, it seems like your feelings have really changed. But hey, man, you're still young. You're smart. Sure, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm sure of it. Yeah, each month you'd get a credit. Are you and Sarah going to have kids then, Rikers? Or what do you think? Things just kind of soured. Are you just in a bad phase with the job then? You know, some jobs get hot and cold. You don't like programming anymore? What are you wanting to do, Vaughn? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh yeah. 2009 and no checkpoints. It was a hell of a time. Dude, he's killing me though. Because of the stupid inaccuracy bug. I can't hit him properly. I have to get close enough and he can swing his stupid ass axe through that. Just gonna try to aim for like chest height. It's on the table getting closer. Fuck it, man. Apparently it's the best thing you can ever do in your whole life. It's a hell of a challenge, but it's the best thing you ever do in your whole life. Like, Tucker, come here. Like this little guy right here, he can be a real craphead, but I love him. He's one of my favorite people, so it's worth it, Rikers. Thank you, Derek. He's not even my son, he's my nephew. He's my sister's kid. So I'm sure it's like, you know, imagine your own kid. Tucker on Pandora. Tucker on Pandora. Do I have permission to do that? It didn't let you do the shout-out command? That's weird. I think I've either got a massive booger or a scab. And dude, that movie's so badass. Seven Samurai is such a classic. We still have this... Oh, no. Dude, I cannot believe it gave us the worst possible perks. We've got Vampire. We've got Naked. Oh, no. We got Naked. We got... What's the punch one? We got no shield. And we have the terrible aim. Did melee do more damage? If melee does more... Oh, my God. Look at our health. This is gonna be so hard. Hell, you're both two good-looking people. I mean, your wife's literally a pinup model. You're probably gonna have superstar kids. But it is kind of weird. I mean, like, I still totally agree with you. It's weird the Canadian government's kind of forcing you financially to have kids. Doesn't Canada have like a really small population though? I think I learned that from Justin. You guys are actually bigger than the United States in land mass, but there's a lot less people. I contribute to my RSP to lower my tax addition at the end of the year. I think it's called 401k there. Yeah, okay, okay. That's smart. Got like the population of Canada and New York. Wait, there's more landmass but less people. Am I living in the wrong country? Probably so. I always love it when people are like, we're gonna go to war with Canada, or we're gonna build a wall with Canada. Like, you know who the main importer, our main importer of oil is? Canada. People are always like, Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia. No, it's the Canadians. Same thing with lumber. Same thing with electricity. We share Niagara Falls. Like, people really underestimate the level of symbiosis that exists between the United States and Canada. We have joint military operations all over the place. Like, we straight up bed buddies. We bros. You're gonna ruin the relationship between the United States and Canada. Dude, it would take like 4 or 5 presidents in a row completely shitting on it to ruin it. That would be such an colossal undertaking to ruin the relationship between the United States and Canada. Because it's not just feelings, bro. It's pragmatic. Hey, this is the boss wave. We might make it to 11. Let's go over the border for some french fries and gravy, sir. Do we still have an open border with Canada? I know, like, pre 9/11, because when I went to go see Niagara Falls, we went to the Canadian side because it's nicer over there. You know, for viewing the falls. And you could literally just drive, man. You could literally just go right in. You just tell the guard, like, hey, yeah, we're just gonna go, like, check things out. You're like, alright. I'm guessing post 9/11 it's a bigger deal. I think you have to have, like, a passport and shit now, which is stupid. Well, and sometimes places do land giveaways because towns need people and they can't get people there. Are you serious? This is like old school United States America, the Homestead Act. Oh shit, Miss Parker. I burned it $2 for a land piece? Holy shit, that's cool. Can we get some Nexus Cat hype? 26 months. 26 months. Give this woman some Nexus Cat hype. She deserves it.
Hello.
Make her feel
Victory
the
hand,
love.
Light skin tone.
This woman a racist? It's with the robot. Why'd she have to reveal the race? Victory hand. Light skin tone. We call that the peace sign in the United States. Is she English too? It's not V for victory, it's the peace here. What the hell is she talking about? Light skin tone. Thank you guys for that Nexus Cat hype. Making Miss Parker feel welcome. Von Helga, the great Wilson with that muscle cat hype. Oh shit, we gotta do it right. That muscle cat hype. That hype. Thank you for that, Wilson. Thank you, Rikers Iron. Thank you, Derek, for Real 5. Mucho gracias for making Miss Parker feel welcome, because damn it, she deserves it with her light-skinned hand victory symbol in 26 months. 26 months! Miss Parker, you've continued to fight the war, and you've continued to fight the resistance, and you have become Stage 26. More human than a human. Stage 26. Holy crap. Holy shit, thank you. Seriously, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you very much. That is very impressive work. You have done great. And I seriously We appreciate that support because that is a long time. I think that puts you in the running with like top maybe 3. You are our 187 days. That ain't right. That's your streak. I'm pretty sure under the leaderboard you're like right next to something. It's like the second or third longest running sub. All right, see you soon, Rikers. See you soon. Thank you for that. What is that? An 8? It's a B. Some equal marks with a big D at the end of it. What could that be? What could that possibly be? Is that like a wrench? Is that like a monkey wrench? Round 11 says Turbo T-Baggins. Thank you, Turbo, for being here. He's like, don't be a pussy, man. Just stick with it. Thank you, Miss Parker. Seriously. Very nice of you. Thank you, Derek and Rikers and Vaughn and Wilso for that Nexus Cat hype, making her feel welcome. Let's enter an old Canadian land giveaway. Ye old Canadian land giveaway. Yes. Well, it's only taken us 3.5 hours to get halfway through one. We'll certainly make it through all these tonight. No problem. No problem. Saucy jazz. Saucy. Are you glad to be a Canadian, Rikers? Do you enjoy your home? I know Justin, he's a proud Canadian. I'm like, come to the States. He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, I just don't want to. He's visited or something, but... Which I respect. I respect. I really do. I do. I hate the tax shit. Besides that, it's fine. See, like, in the United States, there's, like, many people who tell me and seem to be of the belief that, like, it's better in Canada. The grass is greener. You just get to Canada. It solves everything. There's been so many Americans, like, especially artists, emigrate to the Canada, and I just wonder if they actually find what they're looking for. This being, you know what? Shotgun challenge. I'm sure this shit not doing much. Let's put the ogre mod back on for this round. Let's try to find something that's gonna hit hard, cause damn, the Baja Blaster's a hell of a shotgun. I'm gonna try this one. Whoops. Shit. Ooh, look at that crosshair. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's gonna eat ammo, but... We have problems too, a lot of them less public. More underlying shit like hospital wait times, good and shitty school, muzzlers of science and education. Isn't it also really expensive to buy a house in Canada? I think my buddy, well, he's my brother, Corey. He told me about that. Then Justin was saying, yeah, because he's been looking into homeownership for a minute. You know, he's like he's always on the cusp of like ready to buy his own home, but he also talked about it being like really expensive. I think he said something about it being like too many foreign people buy up the land or something like that. Yeah, it's getting mental. Also foreign house buyers. That's what he said too, is what it was. We've had the same problem in the United States. Like, people from China bought up a hell of a lot of property around here. So it's like, you know, the 1960s and 50s, that whole American dream thing. Home ownership was fairly affordable. You would go to your local bank, they would know you, and you'd get a loan instead of some, you know, faceless corporation bank that would loan you money when you really shouldn't have money, and that caused a bunch of problems. We've been having a similar issue But I've heard Canada's like really bad. Like Canada is the heart of that problem. They're seeing the whole like they're really getting to see what it looks like. You can't own more than one house. You're not legally allowed to own more than one house. Yo, Lieutenant, big one, way down south we get to Jeremiah. 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 Yeah, we got lucky with our house. You're not allowed to own more than one house. How could you become like a landlord then? How could you like start a rental business? Why didn't they just make it that foreigners couldn't own more than one house, but like Canadian citizens could still own as many as they wanted? I'm just curious. I'm not making any judgments. This is your lands. You would know it 10 times better than I would ever know it. Thanks for being here, Jeremiah. Great to see you, man. Exclamation Wong. Exclamation mark Wong, if you don't mind, Jeremiah. Give yourself a shout out, please. I'm in trouble. Shit. It's really far away. It was risky, man. I'm running through this ammo so quick. I'm not 100% on how it works, but I recall reading about it. So tell me about how you got super lucky to with your house. Like super lucky because it was affordable, or you got it in time, or I'm not 100% on how it works, but I recall reading about it. It's open to citizens, so like citizens can buy as many houses as they want, and foreigners can, or I wish the United States would pass a law like that. Because that's been a huge issue, is like areas like mine where the cost of living is not 1/100th of what it is in California or New York. People come here from New York and California, sure, mostly New York, but also people out of country buy up property because it's hella cheap compared to what they're used to, and they never do anything with it. But people who own the land understand what's going on. It becomes, you know, a buyer's market or whatever. And the prices go hella high, so it's $300,000 for like not even much of a house. Apparently they've got the opposite problem in New York. That one girl comes in here sometimes, Allie. She lives in New York, Long Island. She owns a house, pretty big one. She bought it for like 150 bucks. Or, you know, 1,000, I mean. That'd be fucking crazy, 150 bucks, Canadian prices. So they'll give you the land in Canada. They'll literally give you $2 you can buy land. But you're fucked when it comes to actually building a house on it. Is that what I'm learning here? Thank you, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's a streamer over on Mixer. Does indie games. He plays a wide variety of games. He knows a lot about the industry. He's really smart. He's got a good, funny, dry wit. He's a great dude, and you should check him out. Not 100% on how it works, but I recall. So years ago, we had the